Well, hello everybody and welcome. My name is Roger and this is your daily tarot map for Monday, November 21st, 2016, using tarot to create the life you want. Well, first off, I want to thank everybody for liking these videos, for sharing them on your social networks, for subscribing to this channel, for commenting. I always appreciate your support. So today we begin working with a new deck for the coming week, and that deck is the World Spirit Tarot, created by Lauren O'Leary. Now the deck was originally printed in 2001 and was out of print for many years. Now the good news is that it is now back in print. She crowdsourced the deck a while back, I think on Indiegogo, but you can buy copies of it from her website. And I'll put the address to her website above. It's hardestworkingwomaninshowbusiness.com/tarot, which is quite a mouthful. Now, the version of the deck I'm using is the original one from 2001, and this was always a favorite of mine. And I believe that the only difference between this version, the one that I'm using, and the new version is the card size. I think the new deck is a little bit bigger. So I hope you enjoy our work with it in the coming week. So on to today's draw using the World Spirit Tarot. The three cards drawn randomly from the deck today were the Five of Pentacles, the Sun, and the High Priestess. So it appears as though the Five of Pentacles is stalking us. Didn't we just get this card yesterday, and from a different deck at that? So the Five of Pentacles is the Lord of material trouble and suggests going through a period of difficulty such as unemployment, financial hardship, or even illness. Now, as we saw in yesterday's draw, this card can also suggest being out in the cold. And that idea is really prevalent in this card with all the snow. You know, you get the chills just looking at it. Brr. But this might be a continuation of what we saw in yesterday's draw, that some of you may have closed yourselves off from the world. There are people inside, but the figure here is outside. There even appeared to be bars on the window of the door. So what this is telling me is that we can't just sit around waiting for help to come. Someone isn't going to take our hand and simply offer to bail us out. We have to do it ourselves. So the appearance of this card here advises lifestyle changes, or maybe telling us that we need to get out of that poverty thinking or victim mentality mode that's very easy to slip into. It's easy to feel sorry for ourselves when times get a little tough. Believe me, I know. But really, that does no good. In fact, it usually brings us down deeper and deeper into the hole. So if that feeling of disconnectedness, if that's what we're feeling today, then it might be time to integrate yourself back into society. You know, financial troubles might require a new way of doing things, you know, taking on a temporary side gig to pay down the debt, or getting rid of unnecessary expenses. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel, as suggested by our second card, the Sun card. The Sun card represents good things like harmony, truth, balance, growth, success, joy, freedom, all those things that we see as lacking in the last card. So this card asks us to see the interconnectedness of things, which might be able to help us when we go through challenging times, or when our thoughts are clouded with negativity. The Sun asks us to notice and appreciate the good things in our life, to connect to our own inner sun, to find light and guidance, to find the truth that we might be searching for. So the Sun promises a fresh start or outlook, as long as we're willing to embrace it. You know, it's often associated with attaining a new level of insight, and that's what may be required for some of us to get out of that funk, you know, that we might be in. There's a lot of good to focus on, and embracing the positive and the good things in our life often not only lifts us up, but brings new opportunities to our awareness. Now, the last card in our draw is the High Priestess, and that card The high priestess signifies hidden knowledge, confidential information, or secrets. So in order to attain that state that we saw in the last card, we might have to look deep within ourselves for the answer. Because the high priestess is often associated with listening to our dreams and our intuition. Paying attention to those little nudges that we may get. It may be a call to reconcile our inner life with your outer one, and may serve as a reminder that growth, especially spiritual growth, can't be achieved by reading books, but only by experience. So the high priestess asks us to become aware of our potential, to remember the talents we brought into the world with us, and because in those talents, you just might find the answer that you've been looking for. I find it relevant that both of the figures in the High Priestess and the Sun card are naked and they have their arms in the air as if to say, I'm free. So maybe it's time to shake off the shackles of whatever has been bugging us and focus instead on making a fresh new start. So the message today for these three cards is, it has been said that all great beginnings start in the dark when the moon greets you to a new day at midnight. Remember, we're the only one who can survive our story and the only one who can write a new future. So today's advice card comes from the Wisdom of Hidden Realms Oracle by Colette Baron Reid, and the card drawn randomly from the deck today is the Camel Boy. So interesting card for today's draw. Now remember when we said earlier that nobody is going to offer to help us, that we have to help ourselves? Well, the one way to help ourselves is to ask for help. Now, if we're truly in a bind, asking for much needed assistance may be just the ticket. Someone else could have the resources we need or may be able to help ease our burden. And this could be something as simple as just talking to somebody, getting it all off our chest. It may be asking for forgiveness for something that we regret saying or doing. But whatever it is, this card says that if you ask for assistance, you may just receive that which you need. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. And if you like this video, I'd appreciate it if you click the like button. And my website is tarot-dude.com, where you'll find all my contact information. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Brightest blessings.